I was on a little bit of a spree where I was going to the track and I was running on the turf and I was starting to feel good, like, oh, I can run again, you know? And then my knee pain always comes to visit me. The knee pain, you know, a lot of people would have went out and got surgery for it. I don't believe in surgery. I think surgeons are, they push surgery on a lot of people because there's a lot of surgeons that went to school and they need money. That's why a lot of women got C-sections when they didn't need it and they had to suffer the consequences of allowing them to be sold on a C-section. Anyway, I don't want to have surgery on my knee. Now, this knee problem has been messing with me for about a decade. And I've managed to fix it, with barefoot shoes and even my diet. I made significant changes in my diet at different periods of my life where my knee was almost like new. I mean, I could run again, but I was always conscious of how running really damages the knee because it's something that if I ran too hard, if I tried to sprint like I used to, then the next day I would feel it starting to come on. And if I did it again consecutively, it would cause a lot of pain. And so I stopped running. And running is something that I really, really enjoy. So I was actually looking into peptides, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I mean, it's tempting. I do. But another thing is you don't know where this stuff is coming from. You can't really trust it. And so I came to the conclusion today that I'm going to have to switch up my diet again like I did before. And when you switch up your diet, it is all discipline because you have to set aside time to meal prep. That's the biggest hurdle. You cannot rely on convenience when you're changing your diet. You got to be strict. You have to be like militant about your diet because when you allow yourself to slip off your diet and go get some fast food real quick. Now, I don't eat typical fast food. I get like, Colombian food or African food or Jamaican food, Puerto Rican food, some home cooked meals. But a lot of times they're using hydrogenated oils to fry their foods in. They're adding hydrogenated oils and MSG into their seasonings and all that stuff. So it's really not healthy. It's just a little bit better than typical fast food like McDonald's. Well, a lot better than McDonald's. A lot better than Burger King and shit like that. Better than Subway, I would say too, but it's still not good for you. And the way I've been eating lately is just I've been eating that every day for dinner. And I eat a lot of processed foods. When I go to the grocery store, I choose packaged food. Everything in the grocery store is basically processed food, unless you're going to get some raw beef and eat that, or some raw fish out of the freezer or something. You're going to munch on some broccoli. What are you going to do? Go wash it in the river? Go to the bathroom? I've done this before where I bought broccoli from the grocery store and just rinsed it off in the bathroom and then just walked home chewing on the broccoli. No seasoning, no dip, just raw head of broccoli. That's the way I used to eat. But I think that I need to start eating like that again. And I'm addicted to processed food right now. I eat way more sugar than I used to eat, way more carbohydrates. And I find myself, even if I try to eat healthy, like a low carb meal, let's say I have some quinoa in a can of white anchovies, which is high in omega 3s, good protein or whatever. I might even have like some smoked salmon and I'll mix that together. After I eat that, I feel like I still need carbs and sugar. Even though my stomach is full, my brain is like, where's the rest of the glucose? I didn't get it. I didn't get my fix. So now I'm like looking at certain protein bars and things that I always get. I mean, there's a ton of different products that I eat, but I have to get my fill on the carbs and sugar. And that never used to be the issue for me. When I was healing up my knee pain, I would never eat like that. At that point, I can just eat some fish and some quinoa and I'm good. I'm not hungry. I was a lot lighter. I think I'm heavier now by 20 pounds probably. So, yeah, I just decided, and maybe that's where the brain fog is coming in because I noticed eating like this. I think I do have a certain, because sugar causes brain fog. The glucose spikes and crashes causes me to have brain fog, and energy is all off in the morning. And I've been having this. I've slipped off my diet for so long that it's normalized. It's normal for me to feel lower energy. It's normal for me to be sluggish when I get out of bed in the morning. The knee pain is starting to get normal. And when I was out on the track today, I said, no, this is not normal. I'm 46 years old. There was a guy that looked like he was in his 60s jogging laps, and I was looking at him and I was saying, damn, he's in his 60s, older guy, just jogging around the lap, making laps all around the track. And here I am doing little jogs, and then I'm walking, and I have to keep stopping every time my knee hurts. And then I had to cut my run short. I like to stay there for about an hour, but I had to cut it short. 30 minutes, I was like, all right, my knee's hurting. I have to go. And it bothers me. It really does. Because I don't want to go. I want to jog and run for a full hour out in the sun because it makes me feel better. So I just wanted to share what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And the reason why is because I found something important to me. I don't want to waste the summer away chowing down on processed foods, limping around with my knee pain. No, I want to try to make the best of it. I want to be able to be outside and running. I don't necessarily have to be sprinting like I'm 18 years old, but I want to be able to jog like that 60-year-old guy was doing today. If he can do it, why can't I? So I've healed my knee pain naturally a number of times. So it's just going to take a little more discipline with the meal prepping, maybe a little bit of rehabilitation because you need to increase blood flow to that area. What happens is, when you eat a lot of processed foods and a lot of sugar and you're inactive, like especially over the winter, over these past couple of winters, I've been inactive, not walking as much, not doing as much, and your ligaments will deteriorate. And this is where people go into a doctor's office and get surgery for something that they don't necessarily need surgery for. Your body can regenerate on its own. And, that's not an option for me. Surgery is not an option for me. So, consciously making the decision to say, no, we're going to stop what we're doing and we're going to make a change. And it's starting tomorrow. I will be craving the foods I usually eat. And I may make mistakes and I may slip up. But I have to remember to get back on track as fast as possible. Because that's another thing too. Say I'm in a rush. or I'm dragging and I'm out working, and you know what? I want to reach for something. I need the glucose spike to get through the rest of the day, and there's these bars that I get. They're like I don't have any more with me, but they have creatine in them. They're, chocolate brownie type bars. I get them from Target. I can't remember the name of them. But there's a couple of different bars that I got. They got a little bit of sugar in it. It's got a little bit of carbs, but it's lower sugar. But I pound those things. Like I eat a whole box in a couple of days. And I also eat a lot of crackers and stuff like that. But the point is this, man. I'm gonna make my food. I'm gonna bring the food with me. Okay. I'm not gonna get down on myself if I mess up here and there. It's just limiting that packaged food. Everything that comes in a package with a label needs to be limited. And then I can get to the point where I'm not eating any of it anymore. And that's what I want to get to. And also another thing too, this organic cereal, I've been eating that too. That's no good either, man. It's all packaged. This cereal that I use, I think it's what's the name of it? See, I got so much brain fog, I can't even remember the names of the products that I consume on the regular. Three Wishes. That's it. The cereal called Three Wishes. I'm just I'm killing boxes of those. Like I think I can eat a whole box in one sitting, and that's terrible, dude. So, yeah, man. All right, after I finish that box, I'm not buying any more of those, and we'll see how it goes, man. So, we gotta get healthy. That's what I'm talking about. We gotta get healthy. We gotta get the diet dialed in, because I know that it works. I've done it so many times. And then I'll talk about it on video, and maybe it doesn't work, maybe it does. We'll see if it works again. I'll share my progress. This isn't some, you know, accountability thing. This isn't, maybe it is. Maybe it is partially me recording a video about what I'm going to do. Maybe it is partially an accountability thing. But I'm not necessarily putting pressure on myself. When I decide to do something, I have a strong reason why I want to do it, and then I do it. And that goes for anything that you want to do in life. Once you have a strong enough reason to do it, and you remind yourself of that every time you want to slip up, you stop yourself from slipping up as much. But you don't get down on yourself if you slip up and then say, yeah, I might as well just binge away the rest of the day and then start eating ice cream and all that stuff. And that's another thing I do. I eat protein ice cream. It's 4 servings in 1 pint, and I eat the whole pint. So this stuff can't keep happening if I want to heal my knee. If I want to be out there jogging longer and enjoying the warmer weather.